But right at the top of the podcast, guys, you both picked out Ayyoub Bouaddi as a player who's caught your eye in this World Cup. Of course, plays for Morocco, but we know Arsenal have had a look at it, been looking at him for a while. Is he another one on the list?
He's only 18, so I mean, how
long? Not that long.
Well, no, he's been playing 2 seasons though.
Yeah, but I think more than just off the back of that performance against Brazil, for Morocco. So
they scouted him.
They're very aware of him, but like we mentioned about Arsenal before and how they do their business, he'll be they're clearly looking to maybe strengthen in midfield. Maybe if Norgard goes, is that an opportunity to bring in another midfielder? But they'll be looking at other players as well. And as Sam rightly pointed out, Andrea Berta, the expert in getting lots of his ducks in a row, lots of deals agreed and saying, bang, I want that one. Going to depend how much it's going to cost, because he's just signed a new contract. His market value is going to go up after a World Cup. I always remember
that 10 million, that Brazil performance added 10 million euros to his price tag. It's that simple, and it's a nightmare for anyone that was looking to buy Bouaddi. He was so good, so good. Like when you play your first ever World Cup game and you play it against that famous yellow shirt. I know we all agree that Brazil look a bit questionable right now. It's not peak Brazil, but when you turn up to a tournament like that and you just boss Brazil's midfield, he was so good. Yeah, it's 10 million euros on top of whatever it was. I wouldn't be surprised if he's now north of 60.
In conversations for Bouaddi, the talent from Morocco, Man City made contact with people closer to the player already some time ago. The idea, according to my information, would be, let's try to sign the player now for summer 2027. So let the player stay at Lille one more season, and then eventually trying to work on this system, this structure of the deal. Arsenal had meetings, many clubs are keen, Paris Saint-Germain keep following the player, but why Paris Saint-Germain are not closing for one of the best talents in the French league? Because Paris Saint-Germain priority this summer is up front and in the back. Centre-back and players up front. This is the priorities for Paris Saint-Germain. This is why at the moment for Bouaddi they are not advancing, and this is City are trying to take advantage and try to get the deal done eventually for 2027. Then, if in these conversations they will decide to do the deal now, I will let you know. But at the moment, it's still the kind of conversation.
18-year-old Ayyoub Bouaddi. For
player, that guy.
Morocco. Yeah, what a player. Plays for Leo, right?
Not for long.
Not for long, because now Arsenal, it's being reported back home, are showing big interest, Osasu, in Ayyoub Bouaddi. What do you think? Would a move to the Premier League come too soon for this boy at 18 years of age? Or do you think, no, this is a wonderful story, let's see this out, let's see him go to the Premier League in England?
My feeling is that when players are young, because you see, the Premier League is a tough league. You have to be ready to hit the ground running in the Premier League. There's no room for growth because the managers want the results, not today. They wanted it the day before yesterday.
Yeah.
So as an 18-year-old, it depends. You know, these, as you would know, having owned a club, before you pick a player, you do your investigation. You look at the family of the player, the character, to see whether the person has the right mental attitude for the kind of job you want him to do. Should he go to the Premier League? I think he should in time. Is he ready at 18 at the moment? I don't know. It depends, but he is definitely a talented player.
We sat together. We loved watching him, Osasu. You were nudging me saying, look at this kid. He's running it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, one of the advantages he had was that he had a redundant Brazil midfield, and he won't have that against other opposition. But, oh, no, he's a player. Whether he should have an interim step. It's interesting, Jude Bellingham went from English football to German football, and then ended up at Real Madrid, didn't bypass the Premier League. But he decided, and that might be for a variety of different reasons. I think at 18 years of age, signing for an Arsenal is not signing as a first-team player, and that depends whether that's his direction of travel and he's prepared to take that route. I would say that there's definitely a pathway for a player of that perceived talent. We're very early at our viewing of so many times do you see a player and see a circumstances and elevate immediately. You've got to see him in a variety of different spaces and places.